Alright, so I'm just reading through 19, Batman 19 again, and there's a wee Riddler section here where he says, "Tell him I still remember our war of jokes and riddles, still remember what he did, and both of us know he deserves this." So that's the second time actually since issue 9. Issue 9 also mentions the war of jokes and riddles, which is an upcoming story in issue 25. So after this Button scenario that's happening, and then I guess another two-parter, and then yeah, this war of jokes and riddles. So I can't wait to see what's going on with that. What did the first reference say? I'll either stick it in here or I'll just tell you just now. Okay, so instead of being lazy, I just went and got it. It's up in the corner somewhere. Right here. Right here. So yeah, 8 counts of murder committed during the tragedy of the War of Jokes and Riddles a few years back, life without parole. So it's years before the current events of Batman, so I just want to know how, because obviously Jokes and Riddles is going to be Joker, isn't it? Am I being silly? We'll wait and see. Hey guys, how's it going? Episode 50. So let's get the celebrations started. Okay, so nothing too exciting happened this week. The record bag that I got a couple of weeks ago, that old school one, paper one, that's broken. I broke that last night, carrying records about. It was the most hipster thing I've ever done, and I got punished for it by the bag breaking, so it's all good though. Easy come, easy go, I guess. Issue 9 of Purgatorio, Kevin O'Neill just knocking it out of the park. Marilyn, I'm guessing. Groucho, Laurel and Hardy, and then I don't know who the rest are, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, this is a really cool issue. I've just read the more stories so far, but I'm looking forward to getting into the rest of it. Another book I didn't have for my Stray Bullets collection. It's number 2. It's the free comic book day, so the first half of it is Stray Bullets, and the second half is a Matrix story written and drawn by Lapham, which kind of shows you just how old this comic is. For it to still be trundling along now is pretty awesome. 2002. So yeah, I'm really happy to read, really looking forward to reading this Matrix book. Serenity number 6, that's the end of this story. I've had a second letter published in here, so chuffed to bits. I'm just a fully fledged published author now, and I'm pretty much certain that it also counts me as a member of the crew on Serenity, so that's pretty sweet. Man Thing number 2, I really like this. It was like not a parody, but it was like a homage to Silver Age comics. Not so much in the art maybe, but definitely in the writing style. I really enjoyed that. It's nice to see Marvel doing something that I don't think's shit. Apart from like offending Jews, they've been doing that a lot recently, haven't they? Book 8 of DK3, Dark Knight. This is actually picking up. It's not annoying me as much as it was, so I'm looking forward to seeing the end, which is next issue. I think it's going to be 9-issue series. Really cool event has happened in this. Well, I say really cool. It potentially means that Dark Knight series can just continue going now. All of a sudden, Avatar X3 came out. I think that's been literally 6 months since issue 2. So hopefully we get a bit of a, bit of a decent run before it stops again. I don't even know how many books it's supposed to be. I can always find very little information about this, but it's Grant Morrison, so what can you do? Pick it up. Hookjaw number 4. I think number 5 is going to be the last issue of it. I'm not 100% sure though, because it doesn't actually say in here that the conclusion's next time. But we'll wait and see. I wanted more this is a book about a shark with a harpoon sticking out of its face, and you hardly see him at all. It's all the drama on, like, look, there's a whole 2 pages right there. No shark. What's the point? I just want to see people getting gored by the thing. You do get to see that though, yeah, there's a really sweet bit there. So yeah, that's Hookjaw. Not as good as I wanted it to be, but still pretty cool. There's an advert in the back of it. I don't know if you guys get into these kind of books at all, but it's The Mummy. I don't know if it's anything to do with the movie franchise, but it's written by Peter Milligan, and it's licensed by Hammer Horror, if you can see in the corner there. So, I mean, they generally get half decent stuff, so see what you think about that. Finally, I've actually had this for a few weeks, and I keep forgetting to mention it. I got this sent to me from Davis. It's Batman, Lego Batman, Chaos in Gotham City, and it's got, what does it say? Comics, story, and activities, which is awesome. But I think the main reason he sent it to me was obviously so I could do the activities. But it's got a little minifigure in here. I'm going to take this out, Davis. It's going to happen. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second here. Oh, that's my work clothes just finished washing, so that's awesome. Yeah. It came with this little minifigure. Oh, come on. It's like packaged in the back as well. Jesus. I'll just quickly stick this together here. I thought this was going to be fun. I'm turning it into this kind of like panicked. There it is so far. How am I going to do this? Oh, I see. Gripping viewing, I'm sure. Okay, so the head goes 2 ways. It goes this way. Hang on, let's see if I can get this thing to focus. Gosh dang. Okay, so you can either have him this way, or this way. I think I'm going to have him that way because it's more like me, I guess. And then you put on the hat, and there he is. A wee Batman with his wee tartan trews on. I wonder if he's rented that kilt, because he'd have to get it back to the rental shop, otherwise he would incur a fine. But anyway, Davis, thanks very much. I'm going to stick this on my shelf, and that's where it's going to live forever. And I'm going to fill up all the activities too, so thanks very much, man. There you go, look. And he also has a sword. Hey guys, picked up a copy of Sgt. Pepper. Really chuffed with that. There's a new kind of company. I threw away all this stuff, I should have kept it. There's a company doing these on a fortnightly basis, reprinting all of the Beatles albums. And they're in the newsagent trying up around the corner from me. Last week it was Abbey Road. Sorry, last month it was Abbey Road, which I missed. I didn't realise that, and that was only a tenner for that first issue, which is annoying. That was $16.99, which is pretty good because I've been looking for a Sgt. Pepper's online and they go for about that, if not more, for older ones. So I'm happy to just pick that one up. This Help has just come out today or Friday, and I can get that for cheaper than $16.99. So I'm not worrying about picking that up. But next week, in next month it'll probably be the White Album is going to be in there, and that's 25 quid they want for that, brand new. So I've got until next month to try and find one for less than 25, and if I can't, then I'll just buy that. But I think 25 is a pretty good price. I think 25's for buying an older one. I don't think you're getting them for that. I think they're going to up like 30, 35, almost 40 quid for a copy of White Album. So that's the one I want, and I want Rubber Soul, and the other ones I don't really care about, and I'll pick those up secondhand as cheaply as I can. But those were the ones I wanted: White, Sgt. Pepper's, and Rubber Soul. So I'm happy to get them. Sorry, I'm in the middle of making dinner just now. So yeah, anyway, that's it this week. That's 50 episodes. I can't believe it. Oh, there's like a wedding going on. Are you gonna be able to see that? There's like a heap of... Oh, they've literally just gone. Never mind. There was a heap of like old Morgans driving past with... what's it called? Wedding streamers all hanging off them. Looked sweet. So anyway, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Cheers. We'll see you next week. Okay, so I realised the end of that video was maybe a bit lame. I nearly showed you what I was cooking, but I just couldn't be arsed. I've got a hangover today. People have just walked into the park. I think Finn's about to set off after them. Finn, stay here, boy. What am I saying? Yeah, so I was reading up about Billy Shears. Finn, come here. Oh well, they can deal with it. I was reading up about Billy Shears. If you don't know who he is, I suggest you go look it up. So there was like an urban myth that Paul McCartney died in a car crash back in the day, and they've got a stand-in lookalike to be him for the rest of the Beatles and his own career, and to this day I imagine. His name's Billy Shears. He gets mentioned in the video, in the song Sgt. Pepper's, so yeah, go check that out. Yeah, things got a little bit tasty there for a second. Finn was all over the place. But yeah, he's just pissing right in the middle of the park. So, chuffed a bit. So yeah, yeah, Billy Shears. So there's like all the hidden messages on the Peppers album cover, and Abbey Road apparently also. Oh god, he's off again. Anyway, just look him up, and I'll see you next week. Yeah, so Finn just went running up to a couple who both had dogs on leads there, and he came running up to them, obviously going to say hello and everything. And they both got their dogs to sit, and one of them was told to lie down. I was just like, fuck.